Let's get dumping.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the voicemail dump truck, where you dump, we listen, and we talk about it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Jeff Grubb is here. How are you?
I'm ready for the dump truck. I'm ready to. Whenever I think of dump truck, I think about the time I fell at the dump the other a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that was disgusting.
Just my low moment for my life. I had to drop off a bunch of stuff there, and I just fell in the mud, and it was. Then I got my truck got stuck, and my truck got stuck in the mud. So that was a good time. That's what I think about.
It's a country song, I think. That was a
my dog died too. Yeah,
We've all been there.
Thanks,
I mean,
Jesus.
Who among us has not truly been in the dumps? Besides you, Dan, right? Every day of your life.
I'm doing better than ever. I went to a dump once, and it was only because my grandpa wanted to take me and my cousins there to be like a field trip to just see a dump.
Oh, wait, no. So they taught you about the trash and the dump before talking to you about the farming situation.
My grandpa wasn't a farmer; he was a grocery store man.
That's still.
Wait.
So wait, why did they bring you to the dump as some sort of educational field trip?
My grandpa just thought it was important. We're like, come on, kids, get in the car. We're going to go look at the dump. I'm going to show you.
Definitely had some business that he was handling, and he just had the kids with him, and he had to
some Breaking Bad situation.
Some drugs. Yeah, definitely.
No, I don't know. He just showed us a dump, and I remember thinking it was cool because they had like a car cruncher thing, and that was cool. But
like he showed you a scrapyard.
Maybe that was it. Maybe I haven't been to a dump. I don't know.
One and the same. After we introduce everyone, Jan Ochoa, how are you, sir?
Hello. I used to spend a lot of my time at a dump as well. One time, I threw an expired ostrich egg at a pile of trash.
Strange moment for you.
Yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Top that, Jason A. Striker.
I can't top that. Jesus Christ, an ostrich egg. I sometimes get called Jason Ostricher.
That's
right.
good.
All right.
There you go.
That's good. Yeah.
We're so weird. We have such weird things to say, like such strange sentences.
Everyone's weird.
You can't point it out. You're going to break the magic here.
Yeah.
That's why we're in the magic trick category, by the way, on Twitch. Because we just have such a magical rapport here.
We got to fill the void. We got to fill the magic void. My friend once told me that their father, who's not a very nice man,
Darth Vader.
Let's see, he was Darth Vader. One time brought him and his little brother to a dump and told them that if they didn't do well in school, this is where they would live.
That's awesome.
That's not awesome.
That's hilarious. I mean, that probably was a motivator. Be like, well, shit, we don't want to live in the dump. We should probably study.
Was he like the ocean was busy? He couldn't threaten to I'm going to put your feet in cement and you're going to sleep with the fishies if you don't do good in school.
Well, is it frowned upon to lie to kids for motivational purposes?
No.
I mean, it was from the first day you have a kid and then the second day onward. Yeah, you got to lie to them all the time.
So you're all lying to your kids all the time?
Oh my God. Oh yeah, we're going to do that thing. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. And then you just hope they forget about it because they always do. So yeah, I'm lying to them all, except for about big things. I try not to.
Their memory is great and it's also bad. I just don't think
it's amazing.
They can't have a reliable memory. Like Grubb said, I'm sure Jason knows, you can reliably tell them we'll do that later, or you're sort of slide things in where they're just out in one ear, out the other. They'll never.
I think I'm on the hook for a fish tank though. That does seem like one she's going to hold on to. So yeah.
Sure. I had to
what
dump
if you
a
just
fish
say
tank.
No, we're not getting a fish tank.
Well, because then
they cry.
But then she cries, yeah, and she I think I've done it where it's that was part of motivation. Hey, help us move, help clean up your room, and then we could talk about getting you a pet. You want to, and then she's like, a fish. I want a goldfish. I want a goldfish. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, and I'm so busy worried about all the big things we actually have to handle. I'm not worried about the white lies I'm telling her that have turned into actual promises I'm making. It just sort of happens naturally without me realizing it.
The biggest lies I tell my kid are just the cruelties of the real world. It's more of just putting on blinders for them.
Right. The government's reliable and things are going to be okay. Yeah, totally.
You're
the
going to
water
learn.
wars aren't coming. Yeah.
You're going to learn by the time you're 12, 13 that this place is just a fucking gigantic dumpster fire of never-ending agony and despair.
Right, you just wanted to be like have a childhood for a few years.
Are they going to hate me because I've done that to them though?
No.
Like, okay, all right.
I don't think so.
They're going to be like, thanks, Dad, for telling me when I was 8 about, the
Supreme Court. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a lesson I wanted.
You'll understand someday. That's what I keep telling myself.
We're doing the right thing, I think.
God's work.
Yeah, truly the good Lord's work.
So lie to kids. Yes, Dan. Why were you asking us about lying to kids? Like, where were you going with that?
I forgot where you guys said something that made me think of that. I don't know. I just don't understand the whole thing how kids work, and it just seems very.
We've noticed
They
complicated.
don't work. That's the problem.
I know that.
You've only recently embraced pets, so that's
Oh, pets are great.
Yeah, pets are great.
Yeah.
Right.
You've asked me some real dumb shit about my kid, for sure.
What's the dumbest?
Just asking like things. I something about like, well, can he drive himself there? Things in that nature.
I've never said that.
That sounds feasible.
Specifically that, but
I've never said that. I've never said anything that dumb about kids.
First off, someone clip that. Second of all, you have assumed that he has taken on like adult qualities.
Well,
like,
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I just think that as soon as you can talk and have a conversation, that I just assume you should be able to talk to reasonable people. And if he's understanding what the words mean,
this is the thing. This is very because this is what came up like last week. You're like, why can't you just tell them not to do that? Why they get peanut butter in their hair? Just tell them that's gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So the beginning to like understand words and like becoming a human that can use like full sentences, there is years between that.
I don't mean like baba gaga, that type of stuff. I mean, once they're like, oh yes, I would like breakfast, father. Like, once they're like at that point.
Phrases, and they're getting to the point where they can begin to say full sentences now from 3 to 5. Once they get to like 6 and they can actually string together like multiple ideas into one sentence, this is when like their brain turns on, they begin realizing a bunch of things. But then there's still like years between that and fully understanding all of the consequences for all the things you do. So we're still going to end up
about your questioning. I don't understand how like you've just never been around kids. You have some seemingly like deleted childhood memory that you can't even recall from your own experience.
The only kids you've seen are like the first kid that like in like and all the ones in movies where they're like, oh, I'm going to be the president of the United States as a kid.
Exactly.
Like
blank check and
yes, exactly.
Well,
those are movie characters.
And for the most part, like a dog in its very early years is basically like a 2-year-old toddler. Like they're kind of one and the same. Like,
well, so you mentioned I'm not around kids much. And like speaking of pets and kids, there was a time when my dad was in town like a week ago. We were at the in-laws, and I got nephews now. They're like 2 and 1, and the 2-year-old can like talk and know words and stuff. And I guess they try not to cuss around them. And at one point, we were on the living room, and somebody said, "Oh my God," and pointed towards the dining room. And I look over, and Razor, my dog, had somehow gotten on the dining room table and was like eating something. And I just loudly, instinctually, just went, "What the fuck?" And my dad's like. My dad's like, Dad, there's like 2 children right here. Don't scream, what the fuck? I was like, oh, I'm just never ever in that circumstance where I have to think about that.
Yeah.
You know what? To be fair, I don't stop myself either. And the 3-year-old is now, what the fuck, all the time now. And I'm like, oh no. Yeah. She was like doing preschool from home for forever. This hasn't been a problem. Now it's going to be. So, yeah.
You're the kind of uncle that like you would hand one of them a steak knife at dinner. Is like that's the kind of uncle I feel like
my dad always tells me to stop doing this thing at Christmas and Thanksgiving where it's like I got these cousins that are like 8 and 10 and like I'll just be an idiot and get them riled up and stuff but like right before they go home and he's like, Dan, their parents are going to hate you because they need to go home and go to bed and you're getting them super riled up and they're running around screaming around the house and all this stuff. And I fuck with them by acting like they're starting to learn how to read. And so like a word will say dog and I'll be like, oh, that says cat. That says cat.
Don't do that.
That's the thing. And these kids will get so pissed off. They'll be like, no, that says dog. And I'm like, no, trust me, I'm older. That says cat. Or I'll just like say wild lies about how like I used to be the president and stuff. And they'll get pissed and go to their mouth like, he says he was the president. And I'll be like, no, I really was.
Worst kind of uncle.
You have no idea how long kids will get hung up on that shit. That will be the parents, not just the rest of their night. They're going to be talking about this asshole saying this stuff for months.
You're
They're going to
kind
keep bringing it up. And I'll be like, you got to get over it. No,
like,
but Dan said he used to be the president. He was never the president. All right?
I'll
I'm going
say
to
I
kill
went
him
to
right now.
space or I've been on the moon. And like, if they're like 6 or 7, they'll be like, what? And then they just get mad because they don't believe it. And I'm adamant about it. And I don't break kayfabe. And they just get pissed off at their parents about me.
There's some deep irony here, though.
My little cousin is now, she's now like 15, 16. But until the age of 13, because of a little white lie I told her when she was 5, she really believed that our grandmother could fly because of a magical scarf. And she thought like
10 years later.
And she was thinking like, man, one day I'm gonna get my hands on the scarf. Exactly. And then
mine's gonna rule.
And then my grandma gave that scarf up to like Goodwill or whatever. And then like my cousin threw it. It's like, you can't do that. You can't. And then she was,
why didn't your cousin never witnessed the flying?
Because she
doesn't matter.
She never witnessed the flying. She just believed.
They never see Santa. Yeah, he comes every year, apparently.
There's movies about him, not movies about flying.
Movies about the flying nun. Sure, yeah.
The deep
Kids
irony,
love that.
The deep irony afoot here is how often all of us have collectively gotten you to buy into unbelievable shit many times before. We just have. We don't have to go through the. We don't have to go through the thing. We can do it. We can do it when we want. We have to prepare a little bit.
Gullible man.
We can get you. We can get you.
Oh, Jess is
Like
the
that time we
ghost
told you
person.
peanuts grow on the ground and don't get their shells at the factory. That we made that all up. You were right all along.
Yes. Someone in chat. The
I don't
power
believe you.
tool license, Exhibit A.
Oh, yes. Okay, he totally got me with the power tool license thing. Vinny had a knack for being able
Yes,
to get
Vinny
me with
actually is.
stuff.
Yes, he would say stuff trying to get you, and I'd be like, "That sounds right." And then
Yeah,
Right.
he was very convincing. Yeah,
Like he's so responsible. He's probably right.
yeah. He wouldn't lie to me. Like, yeah.
All right. Enough of this. I don't want this to turn into like just unpacking your brain every episode.
I mean,
I don't
we'll
know what
get
you guys
into
did last week, but
the
holy
voicemails
shit.
will all end up into that anyhow, so we might as well. We might
We might as
as
well
well.
just do it.
Feel free to just cut my mic. It's fine.
Never, Dan. You always have a live mic.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Don't forget that. 707 exit flu is the phone number. Please leave us a voicemail. We're going to get into them this week. Very excited to be back on the program. Dan Reichert,
Yes.
you're sitting in the number 1 seat. Please take it away and choose a voicemail.
I think I got to go with "Kiss from a Rose."
Fuck.
Oh,
I
Okay.
gotta look for another one.
ending with a
Baby.
starting with a banger.
I could bring it to a piss from a rose on and gray. Oh, the more I get of it, strange how it fills the air. Now that your rose is in bloom, a light it's the gloom on the grave. Yes.
You can do the piss theme
Nice.
to a lot of different songs. Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller.
It was very important to me.
The Hall and Oates, because you're a piss. You're a piss.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, that was last
song
week.
That's
"Kiss."
probably good.
Was it?
That was
Prince
last
could
week.
just be
you
a
missed
piss.
it.
damn.
Yep, you missed it.
Yeah.
Or that was you calling in.
Could have been. Last week's a blur. Man. It's fun. It's very fun. Grub, take it away, sir.
Yeah, let's do Hawaiian shirts.mp3.
Ah,
Hey, Dumpers. It's John from Louisville, and I wanted your advice. I had a question. At what age is it okay for someone to start wearing Hawaiian shirts? I'm 33, so
Close.
Yes.
should I wait till I hit 40, 50, or should I just, jump in? Great. Have a good one. Bye.
never
I
too
call.
early. You want to see
I
his shirt?
No.
just made this decision. This was why it literally happened this week where I'm like, it's too hot for me to wear like an undershirt that wicks away the sweat and a t-shirt. What can I wear with these undershirts? Oh yeah, Hawaiian shirts. I went to Walmart, I got a couple. I went on Amazon, I got a couple.
Oh, man.
And I was wearing them this week. And this is a decision I literally just made. I'm like, listen, I'm a father, I'm a homeowner. I can do this now. I'm married. I don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Right.
I'm wearing Hawaiian shirts from now on.
Yo,
Jan, you just got a look from your partner back there. I don't know if it was
Not great. It's not great.
it was a look.
let me tell you. This is the most functional Hawaiian shirt because I'm a little bougie boy occasionally. This one you got the normal pocket, but you got a little loopy doopy for some glass hanging, right?
Yeah.
And then you got like
what brand is that?
It's the same people I got my robe from. You got a little
the hotel
pocket here to put a cup in.
What? You got a beer pocket?
Oh, what?
And then you got a waterproof pocket in the back, and the inside is just like a towel.
So you can keep your ice in there.
Yep, it's great. It's never too early. They also send you like these cool bottle openers.
Oh shit.
That's a lifestyle shirt. You've embraced something there.
Oh,
That's
God,
okay.
That's great.
That is.
I want to
way
go
of
back
life.
to Grub wearing a undershirt with t-shirts. I'm sorry.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's why. Specifically why I was good.
Okay,
right. That's insane. And that I tried it because I'm like, I need something underneath to like. Yeah, it's too hot. It was 100 degrees, and I was getting sweaty, and I was uncomfortable. And I'll break out. That's my real problem. So I tried with the t-shirt. I'm like, no, this is insane. This feels the worst. I've never felt this worse or this terrible before. So I immediately was just like, okay, we've made the decision. It is time to do Hawaiian shirts. And I was really happy with that. People are like,
Brave.
people have been very nice about it. People have embraced this decision.
People are nice.
Yeah,
People are
turns
nice
out.
to strangers and their friends.
Yes, right. My wife's, but strangers have been very nice about it.
In the
There we
time
go.
that it's taken to talk about this, I've already developed an easy to use flow chart
Oh,
of whether or
cool.
not a Hawaiian shirt is okay. I present it to you. Forgive the chicken scratch. It says, Hawaiian shirt? Are you the lead singer of Real Big Fish? Yes? Then okay. No? Then not okay. That is a simple, easy to use flow chart solving all your Hawaiian shirt
I think if
questions.
you're in your
Jan?
20s, you are taking a real risk of this becoming defining your entire personality. Like you will become the guy who is like, I come to my house, I have tiki stuff everywhere. Like, yeah, if you're in your 30s, who cares? Who gives a shit?
There's a window in which you like it's not acceptable. Seriously, yes, yeah. And that's
Your
just
friends
what you
will
said.
make fun of you, and then in the 30s they just won't care anymore because they're too busy with real stuff.
Right?
So.
No, they'll accept you for who you are. Finally,
But like, you really risk just not being taken seriously by anybody. Like,
Or-
I wouldn't even I wouldn't even let someone in a Hawaiian shirt like fill up their gas tank under certain circumstances.
You're in New Jersey, like they don't let you do that.
Well,
anyway.
that's true too, Grub. You got a good point.
I've
You're
been
wearing a
Hawaiian
tux, and they're not going to let you
shirts
do that.
since like I 18, if not younger, because it's just the vibes are immaculate. It's all a mental game you got to be playing.
Yeah, I think you've got an unfair advantage with you have the vibes. Like you could pull
Yes,
it off
you
no
do.
matter what. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And you live the closest to Hawaii out of all of us.
Yes, geographically. No free promo, but I really do like this brand. People are asking about the shirt. Is the same California Cowboy. It is the same brand I got my robe from. Love
California
it's
Cowboy.
really,
Okay.
really
those were
nice.
some good Instagram pics. Yeah,
Use
remember those.
offer code.
Yeah. Just use just use Giant Bomb and they'll notice it and they'll be like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Just tell them
We
that
don't-
I
we don't
sent
even have
you,
this.
and like when you're checking out, just put in like special notes like Jan sent me.
No,
And
and,
then-
707 exit flu. Put that in the notes,
Yes,
and
yes.
then they'll call, and we'll return their call.
I think I've legit been wearing Hawaiian shirts since like even if not younger than that. Okay, this is a
I think if you start as a kid, if your mama puts you in Hawaiian shirts when you're a kid, and you just keep doing that, that's fine. Then you're good.
This is in 2012 on my Instagram. I have the caption is Hawaiian shirt going for that foxy grandpa look today. And then you know, there it is there for the folks at home. The autofocus doesn't work well here, but
Oh, we're getting it. We're
there
getting
we
it. We're getting
go.
it.
There we go.
You established
wow.
the pattern of that behavior, so it's okay.
Yep.
You've earned
Okay.
it.
Okay, but here's how many buttons are unbuttoned at the top? 'Cause
Zero.
Yeah,
2 to
that's what
3,
I
2 to
had
3.
one unbuttoned during the pod bombcast, and I like realizing I buttoned it up during the show because it was like, oh no. So
We're
yeah,
feeling modest. Yeah, I
I was feeling very
No,
modest.
no, baby. Just like at least 2 to 3 undone.
See, again, Jan, we're talking about you dressing like a slut. Like that's what we're doing here.
And then
Doing it for me.
the other step is to unbutton the very last button. You don't button that one because you need full mobility.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
just for show.
Let that tummy do its
button-
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that button's just for show. Very good. Jan, take it away. Please choose yourself a voicemail.
Oh, I get to choose one. Let's choose this one. Dilla Man.
Hey, 3 a.m. crew. This is Mike
from Copenhagen, and there's a Danish kids TV show called Dilla Man, and the premise is the main character can extend his penis to 100 feet, 500 feet, whatever he wants, and he helps people in the neighborhood, solves crimes, stuff like that.
Saves kittens,
and if you could extend one portion of your body, what would it be? Teeth? Hair?
Well,
I'm Googling Dilla Man.
I mean, I know Jay Dilla. Jay Dilla is not able to extend anything anymore. That was really grim of me. Sorry about that.
John Dillerman, perhaps.
Diller, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I see him. He's not lying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like a Waldo penis. It's red and white striped. Yeah.
Oh, okay, like a candy
He's like
cane.
putting out he's like lighting a barbecue grill with his penis.
That's the safe way to do it.
Claymation guy? Okay.
He's playing tennis against himself. He's on one side and his penis is so long it's holding a tennis racket across, and he plays. Okay.
Fantastic.
I actually remember
CBC's Danish kids show about man with magic penis is innocent.
Yeah, I remember discovering this with the TV show. I forgot about it. Yeah, it's a classy kind of penis. It's a fun kind of comical,
fun
puppetry of the penis. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's not like graphic in any way. I like when the balloons take it away. That's really funny.
Yeah, that's
balloons
good.
take the penis away.
Yeah, he takes all of them away. Yeah, because he's attached to the penis.
His penis is attached to a bouquet of balloons,
right? And it takes a second because it's like a rope.
Yeah,
and then
that goes
by the dick. You just sort of
So it's penis.
We could extend anything?
Yeah, it's penis. Unfortunately, that's just the answer.
I was going to say arm. You reach out.
grab the arm.
You guys are afraid of the truth. Absolutely, I get it. You guys could be shameful. I appreciate that.
Ooh, maybe my butt. So when you're backing up into a house or whatever, or backing up wherever, and you need to sit down, you just use your butt to find the seat. And then you just follow it.
Do the thing where you miss the chair, which
you're going about it. Grub, you're going about it all wrong. The penis thing, dude. The penis extension is not as useful as you want it to be.
You're right. Having an arm, because most of the time you do need to just grab things, and getting up does suck. I do hate standing up, so maybe you're right there.
Like if you use your penis more than your hands, hey, by all means,
that's not true. Definitely not true. Yeah,
by all means, right?
Yeah.
Like,
speak for yourselves.
I'm incredibly lazy. Please, I would like to just sit down. Yeah.
I mean, if this is giving you the ability to grab things with your penis, then we can have a different conversation on a different day.
That's illegal. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. If there's like a monkey tail and you're grabbing stuff like at the grocery store, like off the top shelf with it, like I think you're going to get arrested.
I gotta.
Well, not if it's colored like red and white, like Waldo.
I guess we're dressing it up. I guess as long as it's
you'd have to dress it, and then who wants that? Who wants all that fabric?
I don't.
Right. Yeah. It gets warm.
Yeah. Fuck that. All right.
I'm gonna watch
settle that.
What about just balls?
You want to grow your balls?
Big old fucking elephantitis balls.
Like a Tanuki from Japan.
Not large, lengthened. It's just
really
lengthened balls.
What does that even mean?
It just looks like Play-Doh or what is it?
Like going through the spaghetti
silly
thing?
putty. Yeah, silly putty. Yeah.
I was thinking more.
Try to put it on newspaper, get the print on it. Yeah, absolutely.
I was more so thinking you could use them as like a flying squirrel type of device.
Oh yeah.
Whip them around when you're
anybody that did that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a Skyrim glitch or something. I don't know. All right, Jason, help us, please.
Let's bring it back to the kids. Let's go packed with children.
Okay.
Packed with children. As soon as I remember the alphabet, there it is.
Hi, team. This is Casey from LA. I had to pause last week's dump truck and call for the first time. This message is for Dan, as well as all new and prospective parents. And even something I have to remind myself from time to time, hopefully it's helpful. Babies and young children come prepackaged with like a number of goodies, and a major one is emotion. There's zero logic built in. They're initially beings of pure emotion and are ruled by it. A big job of being a parent is to instill logic and help guide and focus emotion. And realizing this early in parenthood explains a great many things and might help some other puzzled or frustrated parents out there get some perspective. Hey, thank you all for being a delightful cornerstone of my week. Kisses, guys.
Oh,
I would just from a very young age, I would just stress common sense. Like, hey, you're gonna just figure it out. Just use your noggin. You know, like from like 2 or however old they are when they start like.
You know, the problem is like you own things and you don't want those things to get ruined. So you do.
Like, I would explain. I would be like, hey, don't go in this room.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
but they don't get that. That's the thing. They don't understand that. They don't understand that throwing a ball in the fucking living room is going to fucking crack into the TV and destroy our 75-inch TV that I just bought. God damn it!
And you're going to know exactly what your deductible is for your insurance, for your health insurance, because they're going to break bones and stuff. But hey, it's a fun thing too. Yeah,
they had for the nephews. They got these crazy things on the doors where it's like, so you have to do a pushy thing before you turn it.
Yep, we got those.
And my problem with that too. But
my dad was there on Father's Day. No, I figured it out. My dad made me open the door for him because he couldn't figure it out. Because he really needed to pee, and he's like, I can't get in there.
What a surprising thing. I feel like I could just see you trying to instill common sense into like an 18-month-old, just like sitting it down and like having a prepared list of things it's not allowed to do.
I would just wait until they could talk, because like that's why you can't do it with a dog, because dogs don't understand like more than like 3 words.
Are you just gonna neglect the child until they're able to talk?
Like,
or
what are you describing?
No, I'm gonna like feed it and put it in bed and stuff like that, or whatever you do. Like,
whatever you do.
Yeah, once the conversations can happen, I think I would just like sit down at the table and be like, let me just explain everything, and you take it from here.
Yeah, and you guys just shake hands and live your lives.
You play Seaman, right? Seaman is like you're trying to talk to the thing.
I successfully raised 2 seamen
and you
recently on stream.
Everything you said to them, they understood, and they did everything reasonably that you asked them to do, and have that conversation.
Talking about Monica Lewinsky and shit. I don't think
that's what kids do. That's exactly what kids do. Yeah,
your kids haven't asked about Monica Lewinsky.
They're like Jay Leno. Yeah, you should hear him, man. It's really terrible. I'm trying to get to bed, and they won't stop making
2 little Jay Leno kids.
Yeah,
giant heads.
Hey, you hear about this one? Yeah, like okay, go to bed.
Tripping over their chins. All right.
Stealing TV shows from people.
Okay, I'm gonna pick one here, and then maybe we'll let the chat do one after that. Let's do 15%.
15%.
Hey, dumpers! I just got a 15% raise at my current job. Off out of the blue for doing the same job, so no extra hard work or anything like that. And aside from money, what would you guys want 15% more of anytime? Chicken wings? You get just 15% extra chicken wings for no additional cost or no additional effort. What would you take 15% more of anytime you needed it? Okay, bye.
Beefaroni, obviously, but
the real answer here is time, right? It's time. Like that's the cheating answer here. 15% more time whenever you need it. Like that is a significant amount. Like if you're working on like a long-term project or something, just get it and no questions asked. Like, but my real answer probably is just like food. Just
how about life? Is that the right answer?
Yeah, maybe
more life.
Same as time, I guess. But
that's too easy. That's too easy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's the cheating answer.
Cheese in all forms. So it's like if I get a string cheese, I have like 15% more. If I order a double quarter pounder, it's got 15% cheese, but I don't have to pay the 30 cents for the extra slice. I think just cheese, easy cheese can, that goes a little longer before it farts out,
If I'm the genie in that bottle, I'm just like, what? You want what?
That's what you want? Outside of money, what's better than cheese? Like, I'm trying to think.
That's what you use money for anyhow, is to buy the cheese.
Yeah, that's why they call money cheddar anyway.
Yes,
exactly. Right. You get it.
Yeah.
But it's just like 15% more cheese is how do you even know when you're not getting it? Like, it's such a manageable, unimportant
I'm
thing.
always happy if I order a quarter pounder. I'm happy with the amount of cheese, but I'd be happier with 15% more. Or a pizza. And there's always the upcharge on the extra cheese. So if I just got a little bonus there,
I want 50% longer toes. I just think I could do some really cool stuff if I had longer.
You
toes.
had the lengthening question. You had your chance to lengthen your toes, and you picked a dick.
I regret everything. I'm sorry.
You had your chance, Grub, and you chose penis.
But that was extending one toe. That's freaky. I'm not gonna do that. I need all of them to be 15% longer.
I'm with Dan here. I want 15% more cheese. Because sometimes, like, I'll go to something and, like, you get a cheeseburger and it's just one slice of cheese. I could use a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. I would always use a little bit more cheese.
Oh, no. Does cheese cause kidney stones?
Oh,
no. Sorry, in the
I
chat
don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's worth the pain.
I want 15% more energy.
Yeah.
I fear with my diet that I think I've got like a bowling ball sized kidney stone that's just due any day now. Sure. And everything I've heard about kidney stones sounds it's just you're peeing out a rock and it's like jagged.
They're painful as fuck.
This is a legit thing to fear. Like
you were absolutely right to fear like eat salt and drink soda, and those I don't know what causes kidney stones, but those can't help.
Those things specifically, actually, drinking a lot of soda.
Salt, soda. I do a lot of all that stuff.
You need to drink a ton of water apparently to prevent this, which is one of the reasons. Yeah, then I mean that helps. That'll help too.
Yeah,
but
it's like softball size now.
Okay. High calcium diet can cause it. So cheese probably doesn't help too much. Yeah.
Yeah, but plus, I mean, I think you're doing all the right things. Plus, the amount that you pee, it would be throwing a hot dog down a hallway, Dan. I think you'd be quite all right. I think you've passed dozens already and not even known it.
It's not like the circumference of a quarter. It's fucking normal pee hole.
He goes pee a lot, but in the last 5 seconds, it all just comes out at once.
Yeah, it doesn't widen the hole when you pee a lot.
Watermelon, dude.
Zip up.
I'm so glad Jess and Lucy aren't on this week.
We might need him on next week to offset what we've done here today.
I just for the record, I have a normal pee hole.
As far as you know, as far as you know.
Doctors say it all the time. This is a very normal pee hole. That's what they tell me every time I take
pee hole. That's ranked pee hole.
Number one normal pee hole is what my doctor told me.
The first
why
two jokes I thought
making
of.
Shirts? Why aren't we constantly making shirts?
The first jokes I thought of, I was like, I can't even say this shit out loud.
This is probably one of the best pee holes I've seen. This is really good work you got. Wow. Really good work here.
First thing the doctor checks.
They tap it with a hammer.
Yeah, he blows
good
into it.
Here. Good
makes
reflexes.
A normal noise. Plays it like a flute. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
We asked the chat.
What about a Hawaiian shirt of nothing? No, we can't fit
of dick flutes? Is that what?
That's where I was
Hawaiian
going.
Shirt. Oh yeah. Palm tree dick flutes. Let's go.
Bacalar, you said you got something from chat.
I did. I'm sorry. I just too many tears in my eyes and everything's blurry. I asked for a selection from the chat. They chose bees.mp3.
Bees nuts. Sorry.
Hi, it's Nathan from Tumwater. Do any of you have a good bee sting story, or like maybe one of you's never been stung by a bee or something like that?
Never.
What?
I got a couple in my shirt at Boy Scout camp and got stung on the back, but not an interesting story. It was fine.
Yeah, same. Not an interesting story. I had my hand out a fucking window and a bee like flew into it and stung it, and I never even saw the goddamn bee.
Way to go!
Yeah, it was uneventful.
I've been deathly terrified of bees my entire life, so I will just leave any situation where I see one. So I've not been stung. This is a dicky story, but when I was like probably 12 or 13, or maybe 13, 14, I don't know, however old you are when you can start babysitting, the neighbors asked me to babysit their kids. And first of all, they had me stop doing that real quick because I ate all their Cheez-Its. Like I would eat like a box every time I was over there.
God, incredible.
But I think the straw that broke the back, because I made sure the kids weren't like running into walls or whatever. But we were walking down to the pool in the neighborhood one day, and Nick, this kid who's like my sister's age, several years younger than me. I guess you're not just supposed to fuck with kids when you babysit them, I guess. And I thought it'd be funny to be like, Nick, there's a bee on your neck. Like I just acted like there's a bee, and he freaked out and cried and cried and cried, and we couldn't go to the pool. And his mom came home, and he was like, Dan told me there was a bee on my neck, and so they had me stop babysitting. You're not supposed to do that, I guess. You're not just supposed to like fuck with the kids and scare them.
See, you learned that real young, yet here we are.
Is this really your mom in chat, Dan's mom here?
Is it? Wait.
She says, "Oh Lord, do I want to hear this?"
Yeah. Okay, I think that is her. I think that's my mom.
Hi, Dan's mom.
Yep. Nick next door, mom.
Just don't hear everything that happened before that. You're good.
No, she was around earlier.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, that would make it your turn to pick a voicemail.
Oh man, let's see. Let's go with "Gimme It, Baby."
All right, dumpers, it's Dan Park. It's time. Everyone, give me your best middle scream, growl, whatever. Fucking guttural vocals. Give me it, baby. I'll start it off. Goodbye.
Should we go down the line? Should we go down the line here?
No, I had a kid handing me a measuring tape for some reason. So he wants guttural screams,
like a metal scream.
I'll just say that when I was first met my wife, there was a guy that clearly liked her, and he would try to impress her by doing metal screams, and it became a very a joke for us. So I'd be like, oh no, oh god,
wait a minute, that was his strategy.
That was his move.
Yeah, listen, I have no ill will towards this guy if he ever sees this content, but yeah, it wasn't a good move. I'm sorry, it just wasn't. Yeah. Women are not impressed by that, man. I'm sorry.
Maybe some are.
Well, now I feel self-conscious. Shit, that was my go-to.
Yeah. Well, listen, okay, if it worked for you, you're good. It just wasn't working for him.
Okay,
sure,
right.
Sure.
I am married, so
There you go.
I don't feel like doing this just because I don't want to ruin my voice. Dan, would you like to do this? Because this was you picked this. You must live with it now.
No. What is it? Somebody that knows what they're going for, go first, and I'll go next, and I'll try to emulate.
I don't think it matters. I think you just have to
do like the high pitched or like
high pitched. I go high pitched
like that.
That's really good, actually.
Damn.
That's twangy.
Okay.
There's a twang there. That's really good.
You went much higher than I thought you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just looked frozen too. It was so weird. You were frozen, and this super high-pitched noise coming out of your screen.
I have got quite a stage presence. Just standing completely still.
I mean, your head might as well have exploded at the end of it. Like,
just the crowd of just middle-aged men mesmerized by this boy singing perfectly this high note, standing perfectly still, just somehow air blasting out.
It's like a mix.
If it doesn't work out, we know what you can fall back on, dude. It's all good.
It was like a mix of Fergie and Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh,
that was euphoric. Okay, how do we do the impossible?
I can't follow that. I can't. I would make another deer noise or something. Like
the deer. Those
deer
noises
is great.
were good. Yeah, that was nice. All right, Grub, you're up.
All right, let's do the 808.
808.
Yo, what's up? This is Creech from Memphis. Just wanted to ask, or just wanted to say, sometimes I get a little too stony, and then I get scared when I listen to Fleet Foxes, because it's just so big and all the voices are coming around from everywhere. Just want to know if something like that happens to any of y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, and I accidentally called 808 Exit Flu instead because of the stony baloney, and it hooked me up with some guy in Hawaii who seemed a little angry. So, whoopsie, sorry, Hawaii guy.
Don't call Hawaii guy. Do not call Hawaii guy 808 Exit Flu. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's
so wait, Fleet Foxes, is that something other than a literal, like, foxes, like animals?
No,
it's a band or something?
It's a band. It's like an indie band. Like a lot of like polyharmonies happening. I don't know music. I'm just making up terms,
I was about to agree with him because like we hear foxes in the woods here, and they just sound like old women getting stabbed. And so like if it's late at night or something, you just start hearing like it's just like it's terrifying, man. I hate it.
I need more Dan screaming content. I'm gonna be honest. Like
I need to start being louder. Is that what you're saying?
You getting stabbed is a great sound. This is fantastic.
Why didn't you make that noise before? I don't understand.
How is this the first time any of us are hearing this?
I haven't stabbed him yet. I'm sorry.
It happens to me. I was streaming on Twitch, and we were having a Colorado night, is what we used to call it when it used to be like, oh, it's novel that it's legal here, so we could do it on Friday nights. And I thought I was getting like raided or whatever, what's it called, like swatted because there was 3 cops at my door knocking at the door, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like paranoid because I'm high, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm being swatted, and like eventually I open the door, and they're looking at me like, you're crazy, like we just wanted, like, someone used to live here, you're renting this house, is he here? I'm like, no, we have no idea what you're talking about.
Jesus.
But that was like, my heart beating a million miles per second and stuff like that. That wasn't great.
Jesus.
I just remember once I called the cops on the cops once.
What?
That'll show.
This is a couple years ago in New York City, and it was like we were in an apartment, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, we wake up, and it's like 4 a.m, and Razor just starts barking like crazy, and then we hear that like somebody buzzes our door, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who would be here this this hour? And I like look out. I was on the second floor, and I looked out, and I looked down, and I saw like a group of people down there, and I was like, who the fuck? Why is there a group of people trying to get into my apartment at 4 a.m. or whatever? And so I called 911, and then the cops showed up, and it was just a group of cops that were trying to contact someone who lived there before. And I went down there, and the cops were like, "Did you call the cops on us?" And I was like, "Yeah."
No, not you. Like, those cops.
Yeah. Hello, real cops.
Oh man. Sometimes when I would get stoned and I would just play games, like who doesn't play video games stoned, right? Like that's the thing.
Yeah. Never.
But sometimes games would scare me when I was stoned. Like I would like sometimes, I don't know whether it's what fucking really did me over? Outer Wilds.
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
That was one of that might have been the last game I played stoned where I was just like, well, done with this. I'm not going to do that again. Like,
yeah, you can't have big thoughts because that's again a hole you're going to fall into. Yeah.
That's scary. Damn.
Yeah, don't do that. Should come with a warning label.
Jan's
anyone
thinking.
else?
Yeah, I can't think of anything. No.
Yeah, same.
I just have TED Talks to my partner. We trade off every other night.
Right. That's the other
safe
thing. Yes.
move.
Yeah. Like you can have thoughts when you're talking to someone. You just can't have big thoughts alone in a video game. That's a problem. But if you're having big thoughts and you're explaining yourself, that's fun. That's a good time.
Yeah.
We just watched like compilations of like news bloopers.
Right.
Sure. Not a lot of thinking going on there.
We just watch people get hit in the balls, and that's
we do that too. Yeah, Tim and Eric.
You know what?
Tim and Eric and stuff.
I can't watch Jackass under the influence because like it just like when they get to like the bodily harm stuff, it's just like I just feel it. Like the paper cut stuff, like especially in the new one where they're squishing the hoo-has.
Oh, the penis thing. That's the thing, is like in the new one's great, but it's like since they're all old now and can't just be falling off of shit and breaking bones, they're just fucking with their dicks for like an hour and a half. That's what this one is. More they were always fucking with their dicks, but way more in this one.
Yeah.
Virtual Jam in the chat said, I saw Children of Men for the first time incredibly high. I cannot think of a worse movie to see high.
We're watching Crimes of the Future tonight. That would probably be a bad one, right?
Do not get high. What are you doing? The Cronenberg? The latest Cronenberg?
Yeah, the Cronenberg one.
Have you seen it?
Are you serious?
You're going to get stoned for that movie?
I didn't say that. I said we're watching it.
Okay.
I'm not intending to.
Don't watch The Butterfly Effect under the influence of anything.
Or ever.
Yeah. I mean, you can't handle estrogen with that much weed in your system. Absolutely not.
Yeah, the Kush.
Kush. Not Kush.
Oh,
sorry.
All right.
We can stop the podcast. I'm sorry.
Jan, your turn, dude.
Boy. Let's go with Monkey.
Hey, Dumpers.
Good call.
I was listening to last week's episode about animal impressions, and my girlfriend says I make a pretty good monkey impression, so I wanted to see what you guys' opinion is of it.
What you got?
And this is it when it's excited. Thank you. Bye.
Good.
Your girlfriend was right.
Second one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you, caller. Second one's all right.
It's a very excited monkey. I like that.
I like
What's
the 180
to that monkey? Yeah.
It's being tickled.
It's being tickled? Like ferociously tickled?
Yeah.
Ferociously tickled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that his demeanor is like very calm and slower in his cadence, but then when he goes monkey mode, chains are off.
Right.
Goes for it.
It sounds like a monkey getting high and watching Crash by David Cronenberg.
God damn.
Shit. All right, Jason, you're up, dude.
Yo, apparently a salad.
Apparently a salad.
Hey, Dumpers. I live in Georgia, and I just got back from a Waffle House where a dude ordered a salad.
What?
And then the waitress brought him a plate of pickles.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The fuck else you want?
He proceeded to tell the table about how it counts as a salad, and apparently he goes there enough for the waitress to understand. I just needed to tell you guys that a plate of pickles is apparently a salad.
We get that as well, actually, because we love pickles in this house. This is a pickle house. So yeah, we go there and we'll ask for a side of pickles. We'll get a big plate full. It's great.
This is a pickle house. God damn it!
I fucking saw a video today where a man was living in the ceiling of a Waffle House.
Okay.
And he scampered around, and like fiberglass shavings were fucking falling down on the ground, and eventually he fell down in the corner.
Mhm.
He fell out of the ceiling and tried to scurry his way out like a little fucking rat.
Wait, he was hiding? Like he was squatting up there?
Yes, he was squatting in the fucking ceiling of a Waffle House.
That guy's cool.
Yep.
No, that
was my
guy's
first
not cool.
He's ruining the
That's a bold
sanctity of the
move.
Waffle House, Dan. How dare you?
That's a really bold move. I gotta respect that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, anyone living.
But they're
in the
open
ceiling.
24 hours. It's not like he could scamper down.
Yeah, that's a
and
good
fucking,
Would he like paradrop on top of it with like a blow up mattress and just set up shop?
I don't know.
He would
I
always
didn't
have to
ask
sneak
him.
in, like, to use the bathroom, right? Because it's
Right.
always open.
It's always open. Weird.
He was trapped up there,
Jesus Christ.
folks. He was trapped. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's where the pickles come from.
Where they go. All right. I guess it's my turn, and I guess we will choose age.
Good morning, 3 a.m. friends. I did it. It's 3:29, and I'm pulling into the parking lot at work, so I'm a member of the 3 a.m. crew. I just had a question. Why don't our video game characters age with us? I mean, they're perpetually locked in a state of the same age they usually are, Like, hedgehogs have an average lifespan of like 3 to 5 years or some shit. If Sonic was dead, we wouldn't have Sonic Adventure. I can just imagine an old-ass Mario training a plumber protege and retiring, and now we've got a different Mario. What do you think? Good morning and good night.
Yeah, it's like The Simpsons, you know. I think
Yeah.
it's when something's
Bart's
animated.
48, right? Like,
yeah, Maggie's been a baby for 30 years. Yeah, but I do like the idea of like doing like a Metal Gear like old Mario.
Right.
Like, that's fun.
But Bubba Hotep is really good because it's like old Elvis doing fun stuff. Like they need like that version of video game characters. I would really get. Yeah, the thing is, you're right. Money is the same age all the time, so that's what they actually care about. They want that money that doesn't age at all, and it helps if they just appeal to new generations each time. But yeah. I'd like to see some old video game characters doing stuff. Old Smash Brothers.
It's pretty cool that Metal Gear did that. Like, I think that's pretty cool. We actually did. Although it's weird because Snake is kind of the only one that it's for really weird Kojima reasons.
Right.
It's like cloning stuff. It's not like Liquid and Ocelot and all them are. Well, they go back to the 60s, so you get to see them at different ages. So, yeah. How about that Metal Gear?
Yeah, I want to see old Minions.
Ooh. they only live to like 5.
I think they're like perpetually locked in because if you look at the trailer for Rise of the Minions, something of Gru, Eminem's
something I've done many times is look at that trailer. Absolutely,
yeah. Those 3 those 3 prime minions are the same 3 minions that follow him throughout the series. So
no way.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. The minion lore is strong.
They've just like miraculously survived these decades.
They probably.
I don't think you can kill a minion. I don't think you could kill a minion. I really don't think you could.
I've tried.
I think it's like Cthulhu.
Lord knows I've tried.
Yeah, like rabbits. Rabbits are probably going to live forever.
Yeah, even if you chop its head off, it's like
Rasputin.
fine.
You could stab, shoot, burn, hang, do all these things to drown a minion, and they'll just keep coming back.
Yeah, it's like James Bond. You know.
Yeah, just like yes,
it's nothing like James Bond actually.
I threw the next pick to the chat, and the chat chose accepting sausages.
Well, chat just won the award for longest voicemail.
Woo!
What up, dumpers? It's your boy Sean from Vancouver. How did we as a society accept like sausage to come in like tiny meatball form? You know, like sometimes you'll get a pizza or something like that, and it has like little sausage crumbles or balls on it.
Yeah.
Like, why do we accept that? Why is that an acceptable form? Like, if someone says you want some sausage, I want it to come in like a slice
form.
Or like a diced form. I think diced would be like a diced cube of sausage is pretty cool. Because when it's just like that, the shitty little shit ball, I find it gross and unsatisfying. And yes, I know it can come in like a patty kind of form, like on a breakfast sandwich. That sucks too. You know?
What do you want?
Give me the big old meat tube and slice it, and that's a sausage.
Okay.
I hate the sausage balls.
Is he crying?
Yeah,
he was crying.
Okay.
He's crying.
Genuine question, and we can move right past it after I get my answer.
Oh,
sausage is pig, correct?
Yes, Dan.
It's usually pork, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's
and it is like the
now-
crumbled meat. Well, I mean, you can put lots of stuff in a sausage. Like if
Right.
you go like a German sausage house, they'll put a lot of stuff in like the sausage
Yeah.
casings. This is what he's talking about. He wants the
Usually
casings of a sausage, and he wants it to sliced up on his pizza. And you don't actually want that. Like you don't usually want that.
Right, but like when you get ribs at a barbecue place, it looks like ribs. You can tell where those are on the body. Like, where are we scooping all the sausage muscle from? Like, where's that? Like, what
Usually
part
the
of the
butts.
pig?
Yeah,
So it's
the anuses.
So it's pig? No.
Any and everywhere is the real answer, Dan.
It's kind of like
just
the
loose
all-purpose
muscles floating
pig.
around.
It depends it depends on the cut. Like there's different cuts of meat from all these animals, and they have a different consistency and all this stuff. I won't pretend to know where most like the typical pizza sausage. I don't know what part of the pig that comes from. He's probably right about anuses.
I would also put it in your head that like they don't really discard any of the pig. They use as much as they can.
Appendages sausage is mostly
Like,
pork shoulder,
right?
Pork shoulder, which is common. That makes sense.
Wouldn't that be nice? No, that's not true.
It's not true.
It's not pork shoulder?
Well, it's probably pork shoulder among other things. They'll put a pineapple in
it's a little bit of
sausage.
everything.
Yeah, but they use all of the pig, and you've eaten every single part of a pig.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, so wait, you said it's mostly always pig. So like, can sausage be like
Chicken
universal?
sausage?
Like,
Yeah, chicken
you have
sausage.
cow
Sure.
sausage?
I've had
Is
turkey
there cow
sausage, chicken sausage. Yes,
Chicken
there's
sausage
beef
is good. Yeah.
There is cow sausage. So wait, so sausage is kind of a catch-all term, but something like a hamburger is always from a cow, right?
No, you can have a
Well, you can have
turkey
like
burger.
and stuff
Turkey
like
burger,
that.
chicken
They
burger.
usually specify. Typically, if you're getting a hamburger, it's gonna be cow meat. Yes.
Yeah.
So beef is always cow.
Beef is always cow.
Yes.
Pork is always pig.
Yes.
But hamburger and sausage and stuff is like a form factor.
Well, hamburger is a city in Germany, so
Burger is the catch-all there, Dan.
And
the burger is the form with the bun.
Yes.
Sausage,
There we go.
well, it can be a lot of things, but it can be different. Beef or pork or turkey says
got it.
the animal.
You got
comes
it.
from.
I
Okay.
think you
learning
understand
today.
now.
Nice.
and
Okay, yeah,
nobody
yeah.
really eats more barbecue than you.
I've got like 5 pounds of Casey Joe's in my freezer right now. I'm
Right.
going to go to town on some burn-ins.
So
Nice.
I'm glad you learned what you learned today.
And that's cow.
The crumbly sausage is good. Put it on your pizza. It's fine. You don't want the casings on there.
no.
The casing, I like casing. The casing's good.
You don't want it on its own, though.
Yeah.
And I don't think you want I don't think you want I don't think you want it sliced up like that on your pizza. Like it's good. It's good when you're having a sausage on like a bun and stuff like that.
I see.
but-
Or like a cracker and cheese with like the
Yeah.
circular. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess you wouldn't want that on pizza.
I mean, they
It's
use
skin.
pig and cow products in Jell-O all the time anyway.
That's
What
right.
is the casing made out of?
Intestines.
Yes, that's made out of like pig intestines and stuff like that. And
Wait,
yes.
the casing of a sausage
Oh, Dan.
is
Yes.
Oh,
you're
Dan.
eating just straight up intestines?
Well,
Oh,
it's just like
Danny
the
boy.
skin around it, you know?
You've never seen literally. This is literally finding out how the sausage gets made.
You don't want
okay?
to see how the sausage gets made. They're talking
Wait,
about the
wait,
sausage.
I just want to make sure all the sausages I've eaten in tube form are not like, like when you see in a cartoon or something or an anatomy thing, like an intestine is this like super long, floppy, twirly
Right,
thing.
then-
A sausage is not literally taking that out of a pig and just like chop, 6 inches, there you go. Cook it.
No,
Like,
they're
it's not
stuffing
that,
it.
is
They're
it?
stuffing other meat into there.
Yes.
And then
And they're taking out
tying
all the goop and
ends.
stuff, and then they're putting the good stuff in?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're still eating like the intestine skin?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you vegan now?
It's like,
Mostly
Dan,
am already.
it's like when you eat a double down from KFC, right?
Yes.
And then the
Yes.
chicken is the vehicle. And then
This is
everything
good.
on the inside, the fried
Very
chicken
good.
and the cheese,
I just didn't
that
know.
is all part of it.
Very good.
What do
No
you think people
intestine
were
stuff.
saying when they said you don't want to see how the sausage gets made? What do you think they meant?
That's
by
the
that?
thing. I just tried a lot of times. If I know the answer is not going to be something that makes me happy,
Sure,
I
no,
just
I get
don't
that. I
inquire
get
about
that.
the answer.
No,
and
I
I'm just
get
like, I'm
that.
just going to
That's
keep
fair.
blissfully eating this thing and not look
I
into
do the
it.
same. I'm the same way. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes life a lot easier.
I eat meat. It ain't pretty. It's sausage is like the ultimate disrespect.
Huh.
It's
really
good though.
It depends.
There's a lot of stuff that's ground into sausage. Yeah,
I mean,
it's great.
You can do so much good stuff with sausage too. Like the chicken sausage that you can get from places is like super good
They
and
throw
relatively
cheese
healthy.
in sausage now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
shit.
jalapeno
Oscar Myers with the cheese inside
yes.
is amazing.
Fucking delicious.
What's pepperoni? Is that intestines?
That's pig something. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
Are
exactly
intestines involved there? Because it's got kind of a skin on. I
Well,
kind of would like to avoid
sausage.
eating intestines.
Oh well, good luck.
Yeah, pepperoni. Yeah, pepperoni is the type of sausage. Says Joey Gill or says Fontman. Yeah, but it's that makes sense. But it's definitely from pig. But there's like a ton of spices in there. That's like the different kinds of meats that you're getting. Is they're putting a bunch of spices and meat inside of the intestine, and that's how you get the different flavors and stuff like that. And we go like a German sausage house. They get the Bahama Mama. Like they're using the Bahama Mama spices in there and stuff like that. So
I find that the less it looks like an actual animal, the better it is. Where it's like, sometimes you'll like go to a fish place and it's like, don't put the fish on the thing.
I don't want to see the fish face.
I can see its eyes and its mouth, and like I don't want to. I just want it to be like a nugget where it's just like, this is just tasty brown stuff. I don't want to know anything more than that. I don't want to see like a chicken head attached to it.
Okay. I don't want to know it had.
I don't like to think about food this much. Yeah, this is where I just kind of like to eat it. That is
kind of bumming me out.
Yeah.
Let me at him, baby.
This conversation, and man, goddamn.
I want to take a class on how to butcher a whole cow and chicken. I want to learn.
See that picture of Brock Lesnar?
I thought he did that.
Do you see that Brock Lesnar picture where there's a headless cow that he hung from a tree, and it's like, Jesus Christ,
he probably hung it up himself. Jesus.
He did. He's Brock Lesnar. Yeah.
God damn.
He suplexed it.
Terrifying picture.
Different level. Okay, let's finish up with the last round of voicemails. Dan, kick us off. Please pick your last voicemail.
Let's go to 40s.
Hey, Dump Crew. It is Tom from Columbus, Ohio, calling in again. I'm just calling in because I was watching Latest Bombcast, and you're talking about the Chip and Dale movie, which I also heard was pretty good back there. And look, you guys keep teasing Film in 40s coming back, and it seems like every week, every show, there is a tease of Film in 40s. When can we expect Film in 40s? And if you were going to do Film in 40s, could you fantasy cast for us what movie you would like to pick, or what are some of your top picks for Film in 40s? All right, folks. Bye.
So a couple things here, right? We were figuring out the tech of doing some of these remotely. We would like to do some of them in person, obviously, but we don't want to have to wait. So we're figuring out the tech of doing this remotely. I think Lucy had a solution for us, but also in addition to doing like any kind of movie, there are a bunch of like cool things in the public domain that we could just like put on the site and not have to worry about copyright or things. There's a Gumby short that we could watch that's in the public domain. And then
I refuse.
I was going through and I saw a bunch of like Japanese and Korean monster movies that are in the public domain. So maybe we could have some fun with that, in addition to doing obviously the big movies that people want us to do.
I'd be into that.
There's also the option of like, there's that Twitch watch party thing. I've done that a lot, and that's really it syncs it for everyone.
Yes.
People can watch live. Like, I love that. And then you could strip the audio out and put it up as a Film in 40s like you normally would. Like, yeah.
The only one that I'd really want to do is probably the most annoying thing that I could possibly do, and that's Grease 2. Because I would sing the entire fucking movie.
Oh no!
Because I know it in my heart.
I would watch that.
Love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, there was a time where I was talking with Jess because she really wanted to do Little Shop. Then we thought, what about we just do a bunch of like musicals? One of them being like the sequel to Phantom of the Opera, which is really bad. It's a continuation of the story where it's like the Phantom realizes like, oh shit, I got a kid. And it's just like that for 2 hours.
Yeah. Rocky Horror. What did she want to do? Little Shop?
She wanted to do Little Shop, and then we would probably do Rocky Horror because that's her jazz.
Those are good movies.
Yeah.
I want in on Little Shop for sure.
Well, like Little Shop's good.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of good films.
Yeah, we do good movies.
The whole Fast and
Rocky
Furious
Horror,
series.
The Rock. Yeah.
No, what was good? I've never seen a good one.
Fast and Furious is amazing.
Well,
Dude,
okay.
we did
Return of the Living Dead? Fucking A.
I didn't do the Rock. What did I do?
Well, you weren't on it, but there is a film in 40s of The Rock and Rocky 4, Hunt for Red October. Like,
I've only done like
a lot of
one
good
or two.
movies.
Just a Hunt for the Red October. Oh, I want to listen to that. I love that movie.
I thought the prerequisite was that the movie was trash.
No, not at all.
It's not fun.
It is
fun.
It is actually fun still because you make it silly, you make it stupid by talking over it. It's
okay.
fun.
All right,
It's a lot of fun.
If that's the case, we should do like Ninja Turtles.
Yes, I suggested we
I'd
should
be
do
up
the
for that.
trilogy.
I think that's on Prime Video.
Yeah,
I think that's on Prime Video. So
I got time tonight. Let's go.
Yo, I swear.
Okay, the King Cobras.
1 and 2, some of the best movies ever made.
I love
Turtles?
1. I think 2's pretty good too.
Ninja Turtles 1 is really good. I could do without the farm part of 1.
No, you
Oh, it's necessary. It's so canon now.
yeah.
Oh my god.
1 is also like pitch black. Like no lights were in that film at all.
Sure.
They were not
No, two-
used.
2 has Kevin Nash though, so that's
2 has Kevin Nash and Ernie Reyes Jr.
He's
and
Super Shredder
and Vanilla Ice.
Kevin Nash was Super Shredder.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would have picked him for Toka or Razor, but that's
No, Super Shredder.
All right. I have a lot to think about. Okay.
I also thought about subjecting parts of the crew to the High School Musical trilogy with me.
Sorry,
shit.
I can't get on board with that.
I'm busy that day.
Come on,
RRR.
we're all in this together.
I'll watch it if we can do Grease 2 at some point.
We'll do
Now we're
RRR if we got 3 hours.
Dan, we should do Last Action Hero.
I would do
Ooh,
it.
that's a
It's
good
good.
movie. I love that
It's,
movie.
it's legit good, and more people need to know. People made
It
fun of it
fucking-
back
it-
then.
it
It's
holds
aged
up.
incredibly well. Yeah, it
Yes.
holds up
That
great.
movie,
Oh yeah, it gets better. It's gotten better over
best
time.
Arnold movie.
It was a bold, weird thing for him to do back then.
It was great.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
I think I tossed this idea to Dan, but I would love to do a film in 40s with like an old wrestling pay-per-view. But the problem is they're just so damn long.
Yeah.
The older ones, if you do like an
3
old in your
hours,
house or something, like what's that? It's
Yeah,
like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, that's not too terrible.
Yeah, like
man.
WrestleMania would be 3 hours back in the 90s. You know,
Right. Like a SummerSlam.
Yeah, in
like
your
an
house
old
would be like
SummerSlam would
2.
be 2 hours, right?
Nah, 2 to 3. I'd say we did
2 to
that
3.
back when I was at WWE for a few podcasts, and I watched like SummerSlam '92. We did like a Fall Brawl '95, and it's like they're 2.5, 3 hours, something like that.
Okay.
When you do,
I would do that.
a Twitch like party with it, can you pause it and it pauses for everyone
No,
else?
that's a big pain in the ass because
Right.
you know I've tried that and it screws everything up.
Yeah,
So
they should
So
do
how
that.
do you go pee in that instance?
you just got to go.
You just gotta go
Oh
and you
my
miss it.
god.
Your pants.
Yep.
Yep.
But I think the way the solution Lucy had, I think you can pause it. So we could talk to her. She does this online with her friends like once a week, I think. So
Oh, is it
you can maybe
trash
figure that
night
out.
with the gals?
Yes, Trash Night with the gals. Yes.
Oh, I love
the pay-per-view I want to do is the WCW one where they had the bikers, and I think it's the one where it was like it took place at Sturgis, and I think it's the one where Hawk.
Oh,
was
Road
out.
Wild?
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh
That's a
god.
good
I think that
one.
would be fun, like for like the crowd watch and stuff. Just see like what the
Ooh,
bikers are
some
doing.
of that crowd stuff is not great, but
I'll be real rough.
Oh,
I
it's
would do
okay.
a
If
Road
it's
Wild.
like grim, not great, then yes, maybe not.
Ooh,
Dave, we're not fans of Harlem Heat.
Oh no. Okay. Well, that's bad.
Yeah,
then.
well,
it's
fuck
pretty
that.
bad.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
it's
the
pretty bad.
bikers.
Yep.
I was gonna say like
Jesus.
we should take some of the wrestling novices, which I think is just Lucy, Jess, and Tam, and expose them to something weird like Lucha Underground.
Oh,
that could be
that'd
fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that could be
It's so
fun.
cinematic. I love it.
It's cool. It's fun times.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's.
We have ideas clearly, so thanks for the call.
Grub, it is your turn to pick a
Yeah.
voicemail.
More Wawa beef.
Hey, it's the guy who hates Wawa again. Jeff Grubb is right. Eats is top tier. Dan and Jason, listen. Quick Trip is shitty compared to Sheets, okay? They got like pretzels and pizzas and whatever chorizo dogs. That's fine. Do you get a schmisket? Do you get a Big Maz, a fucking chicken parm with
Why not?
mozzarella sticks on it? No, you don't.
Why not?
Okay, Quick Trip. The food is fine, but there is like 5% of the selection as a Sheets. You get mac and cheese bites at a Quick Trip? No, you can't. You gotta get the goddamn roller food like Dan eats like a fucking
This is
garbage
not. This is
person.
not true. This is not true.
Okay,
We're talking about different Quick Trips here.
Yep. I think. Yep, Jason. I think we're thinking the same thing here.
There are two different Quick Trips. There's the Quick Trip with a K.
Yep.
And there's
And
a
a
Quick Trip
W.
with a Q.
Yep. The red logo.
Okay. The red logo.
QUIK Trip red logo.
QT
Yes.
has kitchens now. You can get whatever the fuck you want. You want mac and cheese shit?
All right.
Absolutely. Go for it.
That sounds just like Sheets. Then that sounds very similar to Sheets.
That's it. They have those kitchens now. I haven't ordered from it once because the cheese and pepper jack potatoes are there every time.
I haven't needed to because the fucking chorizo hot dogs are so fucking.
Those buffalo chicken sticks, those are great. Yeah,
I think it's just important that we recognize that we're not going to talk about Wawa anymore because fuck that.
Whoa!
Fuck
I've never been to one.
Me neither.
I don't. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm never schmuck who's been to a Wawa my whole life.
I've just been in Cleveland for 15 minutes, so it's all about Sheets, baby.
Okay, I haven't been one of those either.
I'm not going to die on a hill for Wawa by any stretch, but like it's good. Whatever. We're all comparing like which diarrhea is the best. I mean, come on.
No, you're just wrong about this.
Hey, I will lean on Jason on this all the time because he is the king of gas station and gas station adjacent snacks and treats. I've been to many a gas station with Jason. He's loaded up on the best.
I pointed him out too.
Yes, he is to be trusted.
At
Absolutely.
Jason, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
God damn it.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
Who's up now? Is it Jan?
I believe it's me.
Jan, please take it away.
All right. I'm going to pick this one called The Greatest, and I believe this is by the Honey Mustard Man.
Hi, Dump Truck Crew. It's Jim from the Gold Coast, and I've decided we need to start a new beef war. And my choice doesn't even have to have anything to do with beef. My war is, I think KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, is the greatest takeaway food of all time. Better than McDonald's, better than Burger King, better than Taco Bell. It is the one to rule them all. Let's start this beef, everybody. Peace out.
No. This guy's just trying to cause trouble here. Listen,
Yeah.
KFC is delightful. I've had KFC many a time. The famous bowls are
amazing.
Stroke of genius, absolutely. Yeah, they used to have great macaroni and cheese. I think they changed the recipe. But anyway, there's a new king in town when it comes to chicken, and it is 1,000% Popeyes. I think that spicy chicken sandwich is the best fast food item I've ever had. And like, remember, it came out and there was like bedlam. There were people lining up around blocks for it. And I remember thinking
I had to wait a fucking half hour to get into a Popeyes the first night that it came out. Yes,
I did too. I went to Manhattan. There was a line out the door in Manhattan when I got it, and I thought it was going to be overhyped because I'd had Popeyes before. I didn't really have strong feelings about it. I had it. The bun, the chicken, the ratio of the breading to the tenderness of the chicken inside.
Where's my nearest Popeyes?
Honestly, it's the best. Get the spicy one.
Yeah.
It is the best fast food item I think I've ever had. I'll put that above a Taco Bell quesadilla. It is.
Oh my God.
And their nuggets. Now they got nuggets now too. So Popeyes has gone from something I never thought about to Popeyes is now like a number one for me. Like it is S rank up there with McDonald's and Taco Bell. That's the holy trinity. Popeyes, McDonald's, and Taco Bell now.
All right, 19 minutes. I'll make
You need to get it.
Yo,
You need
it's
to
worth it.
And an hour Sheets on the way.
And hey,
get it delivered for the dump truck next week.
I'll do a live one. Yeah, that live react.
Yeah.
They're also part-time Catholic friendly because they got fish and shrimp on the menu for those part-time Catholics during the Lenten season.
Yeah, Fridays.
Fish at Popeyes.
Do you guys buy into that thing where like the reason that they really did that? You have to eat fish on Fridays is because they were trying to sell more fish. They had like an excess of fish. Let's just come up with a rule.
Sure,
just sell more fish.
Is that a Catholic thing?
It was definitely a Midwestern thing
school,
for
and
me.
I've never heard of that.
Well, you can't. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of religions have like similar thing about meat.
Yeah.
But,
No, Friday fish fries were a religious, well, I mean, not literally, but a religious experience on Fridays. You had to have fish fry on Fridays.
I'm just looking at the Popeyes menu now.
Yeah, maybe it's on excess. Maybe it was about to go bad because the fish was going to go bad. That might make sense. Yeah.
Grub, this is your delivery order. This is what I get every time.
Okay,
You get a spicy chicken sandwich. You could get two. Up to you. I've done two several times, and that's good. Or you do a spicy chicken sandwich, an 8-piece McNugget. You get the blackened ranch dipping sauce. You get the Cajun fries. That is a perfect delivery fast food order.
Could I do two sandwiches instead of the fries? Or do I need the fries to like complete it?
The fries aren't. I just like having a side.
Okay.
I'm not going to like put the fries over too much.
Beans and rice is actually really good too.
Ooh, beans and rice I could justify alongside that. I might do two of the spicy chicken sandwiches.
Do that. Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what are they doing that blackens the ranch? I don't understand. What is that?
I don't know. Well, they got buttermilk ranch and blackened ranch. I think it's creamier. The buttermilk one is. The blackened one has a little more like spice or something to it. I just know I like it a lot.
I don't mess with it.
Oh, I'm fucking hungry.
The nuggets are very good, but yeah, I would lean on the chicken sandwich first and foremost.
I went to a Popeyes to get this sandwich and they were sold out. And that's when like the next day you heard like, oh, they're sold out across the country. And I never got a chance to try it again.
think the last time I had Popeyes was with you, Dan, in the city.
Did we do? Well, yeah.
There's one on
it was near us. It was walking distance. Yeah.
On 3rd Avenue. Yeah.
I should see if I could do an order a week ahead of time and then just be like, what the hell is there someone at my door in the middle of the show and like completely forget about that.
What's going on?
The Popeyes cops.
That's right. Get me, Jan. That's fine. I get
it. Sorry. It was right there. It was there.
Yep.
Who's up? Jason.
Yo. Hi. This is the last one, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, then I quit.
So I just quit my second job. I am so happy. I am free from a place that I was only just training for a few days so far, but they ultimately tried to put too much on me and tried to make me close a store by myself with no proper training. No management really was helping, and I just hated it. I only worked for a few days, but it was the worst fucking time of my life. Tell me about a job that you wanted to quit so badly that you just walked out of because of the abuses.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, I worked at a hotel. Like the first night that I showed up for the interview, 20 minutes into the interview, he said, "You're hired." I'm like, "Okay, great, that's cool." He's like, "Here are the keys. I'm going bowling." I'm like,
"Oh man, fuck. Awesome."
Oh fuck! Are you serious?
That's pretty cool.
The dude would like take off for fucking weeks at a time, and I'd be working like double shifts and shit. Until eventually, his dad, who owned the place, eventually had to come in and beg me to stay. And I'm like, "No, dude, I can't do this anymore. I cannot fucking work these hours. This is ridiculous for this amount of pay. No way.
Yeah, I had to close down the subway when I did not know how to do that. And I remember I'm walking out and I messed up setting the alarm. So I walk out, the door's locked and the alarm's going off, and I'm like, well, fuck this. And I just went home and left the alarm going. And the boss the next day was like, was the alarm going off when you left? I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. No.
That's weird, Jeff. I'm looking at a video of you literally shrugging your shoulders.
This is early 2000s. No place that had video cameras actually had them hooked up to anything. Everywhere was just like, we're pretending that these are hooked up. That's awesome. How it was back then.
Fantastic.
I when I was in college, I got a job as the Biggs Barbecue Chicken, which this
Wait,
is in
no, the
Lawrence,
actual
Kansas.
chicken. You were the actual chicken.
Well, it was the chicken suit, and the job was for $6 an hour. You had to dance on the sidewalk next to Iowa Street. It was one of the main roads in Lawrence, Kansas. And so I got the job, went in, interviewed, and I was like, yeah, I'd put a thing on and just be a dipshit. Like, that'd be great. And then I was supposed to start that Saturday, I think. And Friday, I went out to the bars with my friend, and I woke up hungover, and I realized it was July, and it was like 95 degrees, and I didn't want to wear a chicken suit and dance for 8 hours. So I just didn't show up for the first day. So I don't know if that counts as quitting. I just got hired and then never worked.
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of wish you did show up, and like as you were dancing, you just like puked through your chicken suit. Which
comes out the eyes. It's like,
Jan, you had a bunch of jobs, right? How many of those did you just quit, or were you like very responsible for all of them? Because I quit another one. Like I was gonna be a door-to-door meat salesman, and I'm like was like halfway through the day, I'm like the guy's training me like, guys, should I just go back to my other shitty job? And they're all like, yes. So I'm like, all right, I'm out, and I just left in the middle of the day.
Meat salesman?
Wow. Yeah, and here was the pitch. You go to the door, be like, we just made a huge delivery to your neighbor Tom, and he got so much meat, and we have a bunch left over in the truck. Do you want some? That was always the thing, and it like
wow.
What a
literally
racket.
last year, a guy came to me. This was 15 years ago. A guy came to my door last year and did the same exact pitch. I'm like, wow, that still works, huh?
That's some carny shit.
You know, a conversation that's never happened. This meat is so good. Where did you get it? Oh, it came to my door through a door-to-door meat person.
Yeah,
you should have been like, oh, you just sold it to Frank across the street. Let's bring him over here. Let's see what he thinks of all this meat.
Huge like cows. They're like, oh, here's half a cow to keep in my freezer all year. But like they go like direct to the farm for that shit. Like a door-to-door meat salesman, probably not so much.
Yeah.
I've told the drive-through story before about the KFC Taco Bell. I worked at a clothing place once, and they were so strict with everything. They were like, all right, if you're talking to a guest, you have to smile. Your feet have to be 45 degrees apart. Your left hand has to be over your right. When you hand anything to anyone ever, it has to be with both hands. And then I was told once over the walkie-talkie.
Uniqlo?
Yes, Christ. It was.
Yep, there we go.
I was told over the walkie-talkie once that I was smiling too much. So I looked at the camera where I'm assuming they saw me, waved, and then I just walked out.
Good.
Yeah, fucking A.
I hope someone saw it.
I'm pretty sure they did because I took my walkie and handed it to the person in the poor kimono up front that has to greet everyone. Yeah.
Wow.
I was also told I have to bow and
there.
everything. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey, respect anybody who's like listening to this while doing your shitty job right now. Like,
yes,
so much love to you. We've all had shitty jobs before, so yes,
totally.
Shouts to you.
Yeah. Oof. You need to get more of that out, or
no. I think that's about
I understand where it's coming from.
There was a cupcake shop too once, but then that was just a different reason.
How was that bad?
Yeah, I worked at a Papa John's for like a week and quit there. Yeah.
Painted dorms, working McDonald's. Yeah.
The worst job was the Steubenville Pizza on Ohio State campus. They like paid me like less than minimum wage because the tips are supposed to make up for it. But they were like such a shitty place, like almost no one called for delivery. So I pointed this out eventually. Hey, you guys actually have to pay me enough money to like make up the minimum wage. And they're like, okay, well go home and don't come back. And then so I reported them to the government, and the government did all the work to sue them and got me like a huge payday. I got like $30,000 from them.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was like I like just sat back. I didn't do anything other than just fill out like my hours and stuff. And they're like, all right, well we'll handle it. And then a couple months later, like, here's your check. I'm like, oh, awesome.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that place.
Yeah, I don't actually. I don't let people get away with shit. Like I'm like, no, I'll do the work. That's fine. Landlords trying not to give me security deposit back. I've sued them too. Like, yeah, I'll go for it. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. All right, everyone. Fear Jeff Grubb.
Damn right.
I threw my last pick to the chat, and it wound up being the damn voicemail that I was probably gonna pick myself. Let's do Hockey Defense Force.
This also wins the second longest voicemail of the week.
Yo, Dumpers, it's Sam in Colorado. I'm listening to your fucking anime podcast, and Tam says some shit about hockey that I'm just not here to stand for right now because I'm from Colorado. Hockey is the best sport. It's like, what if soccer was fast and less just less empty space, less extraneous people? Like, it's like what good soccer. Point two, hockey is literally the coolest sport on earth, but it's also just the coolest sport on earth. These motherfuckers are going around at like 15 miles an hour, which is fast for a human body outside a vehicle, and like hitting each other. True. And three, the Avs won the cup. Go Avs. Fuck Tampa Bay. What's up to Bacalar?
I mean, I can get on board with fuck Tampa Bay.
He's not wrong.
Pretty great. Congrats to the Avalanche. Yep. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I just think I just made a new best friend.
There you go.
Tam, what did you say? What did Tam say?
Yeah, what did Tam say? Whenever I hear someone like talk shit about hockey, it just sounds like the Charlie Brown teacher to me.
Yeah,
so
it's like right, exactly. It's just like at this point, I'm like, all right, I get it.
Okay,
that's fine.
Who hurt you that you can't appreciate hockey?
It's like, oh yeah, it's too fast. It's too entertaining. I get it.
Yeah, sorry for the action. Apologies for the action.
Yeah.
Can I play one more voicemail? Because I actually don't know this. And,
please do.
There's several responsible people here that might know this.
Of course.
Okay. Doorbells.mp3.
Hey, Dumpers, it's your boy. How do doorbells work? Like,
what?
When I hit the doorbell at my house, it makes the ding noise, but I don't see any speakers in my house. So, like, how does that work? I'm going to Google it in a second, but I figured I'd ask the experts first.
That's a great question.
Thanks.
So it's super easy. There is a bell in your house.
There's literally a bell in your house.
And you press the button, you are just connecting two wires. It completes the circuit. And ding. And there's a little bit of power in there.
Oh, we should have asked Dan to answer this.
Shit.
Jeff, take a picture of the bell. And tweet
right now?
Well, it's in like a white box
Grub.
usually.
Yeah, yeah, sure, absolutely. There's a little box.
But it's going to look like a Hunchback of Notre Dame thing. Like it needs to look like a bell.
No, it's a little mechanical thing.
It's not that big of a bell. It's
I'm not saying size-wise. I'm saying form factor.
I think it's like
it's not gonna. No, it looks like a box. It looks like a plain white like plastic box almost in every case these days. Yeah.
So there are bells that don't have to be like the shape.
No, like the school bell.
Inside it, it's probably just a piece of metal and a little hammer.
Okay.
And it goes ding.
You know that there's circular bells, right?
Yeah, like what?
Right?
Like bells inside the box.
A xylophone key. It's a xylophone key, basically. Probably.
Anytime you hit
that help.
You can hit metal and it can make a noise.
It makes a bell sound.
That doesn't make a bell.
Dan, what's the shape of the bell at ringside?
Oh, the timekeeper's bell. Yeah, that's
Good
a
job,
circle.
Jason.
That's a circle, right?
Speaking to him in a language he can understand.
It's probably like
There we
that,
go.
actually. Yeah.
It's
okay.
It's one of those bells, but much smaller.
Jason knows how to speak my language.
There we go.
I installed a camera, one of those cameras, doorbells, the Sky Bell, and I learned all about it then because it was not working properly and took me forever to figure out. People would press it and then it would just set the doorbell to go for like 30 seconds. I'm like, oh, this is a problem. So
that sounds awful.
Jason, you discovered something incredibly special.
Jason is the Dan Whisperer, definitely.
I've been trying to break through for years. This is the first positive attempt I've had.
That was very concise and it worked. Yeah.
If you spent K through 12 at the School of Hard Knocks, you'd be a fucking genius, dude.
Oh, Jesus.
If every math question was a worded question about wrestling, he would be he'd be a mathematician right now. He'd be discovering the next the great super theory of super everything. Yeah.
Yep.
I installed my doorbell and I've never been more terrified I was going to electrocute myself to death and look like Blanca hit me. Yeah.
You're supposed to turn off the power to it.
I didn't do that.
I didn't.
There was like a third wire that was like. So basically, we just moved in and I was installing like I got like a whole security system thing and everything. So it's like it doesn't go to an actual bell. It goes to like the base security thing or whatever. And so, but to do it, you have to remove your existing doorbell. And there's 3 wires. And I guess if they touch each other, you just die like lightning hits you. And then there's like a ground thing. You look like Blanca attacked you, like the skeleton visible and everything. And then there's a ground thing, and I don't. The ground thing confused me. I just made so sure that the 2 wires weren't touching each other.
Yeah,
the guy who was putting my tile in explained it to me, and I asked him like 400 questions. I think he was getting annoyed because I was afraid I was going to die. And the tile guy, like, he might have done part of it for me.
Dude.
The tile guy? Why didn't you just do it like a YouTube video or something?
Yeah.
I did that, but it's like, look, when I don't. If death is a possibility, I like to err super on the side of
Death is
caution.
always a possibility, buddy.
You're doing it right. It's always a possibility.
I cannot wait to visit you at your house for the first time, ring that bell, and receive the largest electrical shock I've ever received.
Works totally fine. Works totally fine.
As far as you know,
just fine.
Grubhub delivery drivers on the sidewalk.
Just FedEx people up to this roof.
Oh, is that what those are? Oh, okay.
Just sweep them off. My goodness. Well, this was a great dump. How about you guys? You enjoy yourself?
Yeah, much better.
I got to take a walk around the block after this.
I got to think about some things.
I definitely need to shower after this one. That's for sure. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Dan, Jeff, Jen, and Jason. Thank you, chat. Thank you, callers. 707 Exit Flu is the phone number. Do yourself a favor, brighten up your week, leave us a voicemail, and you've got about what? 7% chance?
There's a chance.
10%?
15%.
All right, we'll go to 15. That's what we get with our extra 15%. That's the chance you have getting on the program. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Later.
You're pissed. You're pissed.
Cause I could bring it to a piss on the road on and gray. Oh, the more I get of it, strange how it fills the air. And now that your rose is in bloom, a light it's the gloom on the grave.
Oh no, they missed that.
Oh, that's it.